Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video, doing JMA Friday for today's second video. So as was on Friday, we're having a detailed look at the weather for the month ahead with the Japanese and the CFS-B2 models, and I shall get some of that for you in a moment. And just to say that first, the video today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. Got 10 to 14 day coming up for you later on today with all of the regular features, and then we'll be live at 10:30 tonight with your Friday night pub run live. So I shall see you a little bit later on for that. Please like, share, subscribe on all of today's videos and content, and thank you so much everybody for doing that. Right, well, we're going to start off with the week 1 500 millibar high tsunami from the JMA from the Arctic and the North Pole view down. So of course this is the North Pole just here. This is the wider Arctic circle around there, and they've got mid latitudes through here. So blue is extrapolating to below average heights, which is low pressure. Yellow, orange and red to above average heights, which is high pressure. These are breaking down into week periods, and the first week period is going to take us from today, the 10th, through to the 17th of November. So the next week looks very unsettled with the JMA, low pressure below average heights in the Atlantic and into the west of Europe as well. We have got some high pressure down towards Spain and Portugal just there, but we're under the influence of low pressure here, so looking quite unsettled for week 1. Week 2 will be the 17th, 24th of November. Again, low pressure, deep low pressures in the Atlantic, high pressure across Europe and across the continent. That will combine and bring the wind up from a southwesterly direction. So plenty of low pressure in the Atlantic, high pressure to our south and east, and looking very mild with that, with a long fetch southwest wind. And then weeks 3 and 4, be the 24th of November to the 8th of December, high pressure building further north, so maybe turning a little bit drier, perhaps not quite as unsettled, but low pressure still in the Atlantic, but being pushed back more towards Greenland and Iceland. So I think that's probably turning dry. It will be very mild though again. Winds are coming in from that southwesterly direction with that. So yes, probably turning a bit drier there towards the end of November into December, especially in the south and the east, but very mild potentially. So this is the tropical and mid-latitude view. We can't see Greenland, Iceland, North Pole, all those areas off the chart up here. We're in the top right-hand corner of the chart as you're looking at it. Reminder of week 1, 500 millibar height anomaly from the 10th, 17th of November. Looking unsettled with plenty of low pressure in off the Atlantic. So for the first week, for week 1, unsettled weather on the way. We have got above average temperatures in those yellow colours. That's around 1 to 2 degrees above normal. Quite a mild week to come. But of course, with all that low pressure in the ascendancy, it is also a wetter than average week, particularly so for more southern and western regions. Week 2 is the 17th to 24th of November. Again, we've got high pressure to the south, low pressures away to the northwest, bring up wind from a southwesterly direction again. So the temperature anomaly for week 2 is above average. Once again, we're in those yellow colours there. Mild average week. And also wetter than normal once again, with above average rainfall in those, with those west to southwesterly winds. And then weeks 3 and 4 takes us from 24th of November to 8th of December. High pressure, perhaps reaching a bit further northwards this time. And the temperature anomaly is still a little bit above average, not as mild as it is weeks 1 and 2, but still on the slightly above average side. And turning drier in the south as well, so a drier signal for England and Wales. Still rather wet though for Scotland and also for Ireland by the look of it. Again, that's due to those southwesterly winds, moisture laden, bring rain in from off the Atlantic. But trend towards something a little bit drier and quite mild though, I think, for the beginning of December. Right, okay, so that's JMA. This is how the CFS-B2 compares. Again, these are 500 millibar high tsunamis broken down into week periods. The first week period takes from 10th to 16th of November. The next week looks very unsettled. Good agreement between the 2 models. Lots of low pressure in the Atlantic into Western Europe. Week 2. Bit of a disagreement here. This was 17th to the 23rd of November. So a stronger influence, much stronger influence from higher pressure across northern and also Western Europe there for that week. And it's probably very mild, but again, we're bringing the wind up from a southwesterly direction with bad. Though we're probably not all that far away from bringing in an easterly with a Scandinavian high, but we'll have to cut the energy from a low pressure in underneath it like that. So probably turning dry out, but very mild there. Week 3 will be the 24th, 30th of November. High pressure again, in contrast. It's quite a significant change, actually, for second half of November with a CFS. Much more of an influence from high pressure, low pressure's away to the northwest. That could be quite chilly, actually. The model will say it's mild, but I reckon that might be bringing quite cool air in from upper continent there, continental sort of flow. Maybe a little bit of gruesome too, some frost and fog, that sort of thing. And then week 4 will be the 1st to the 7th of December. The high pressure begins to retreat back eastwards again. Low pressure coming in off the Atlantic. So that's turning unsettled again. With rain coming in from the west, and also that will be quite mild as well, with winds from the south and from the southwest. Temperature anomalies for week 1, 10th to 16th of November, slightly above average, not as mild as it is really with the JMA though. Week 2 is milder. This is the 17th to the 23rd of November. Above average temperatures coming through there. Week 3, yes, the model is saying above average temperature. I reckon though that could have some frost and fog due to the proximity of high pressure bringing the air in off the continent. That could be quite cold late November with frost and fog. The model won't see that. So it is going for above average temperature. That could be a colder week. And then week 4, this is 5. This is the 1st to the 7th of December. The Atlantic winds return with below pressure, and so the temperature goes above average, which you'd expect. Week 1 precipitation anomaly from the 10th to 16th of November, coming out wetter than average pressure zone for England and Wales. Week 2 looks like that, so it's going to be the 17th to 23rd of November. Not much of a signal, actually. It's drier to the south, wetter to the north and the west. Week 3, again, we're losing the signal now the further out we are going. I would suspect that's going to be quite a dry week, though. And then week 4, the rain returns, perhaps in the first week of December, 1st to the 7th, and precipitation, just outside west anyway, is above average. Right, so that's how they're looking this week. I think out of the two, the CFS perhaps has slightly greater potential for something a little bit cooler towards the end of November. They're both looking pretty mild, I have to say. Big differences between two models. Probably that the CFS is more anticyclonic for weeks 2 and 3, whereas the JMA does eventually get more anticyclonic for weeks 3 and 4, but it takes longer to get there. So that's how they're looking this week. We'll do it all over again next week. Remember, just a snapshot of what these models are showing. They could look completely different when we look at them again next Friday. And tomorrow at 10 a.m, you'll find out how the EC42 day model and forecast compares to the JMA and the CFS this week. That's coming up tomorrow at 10 a.m. But before then, we've got 10:14 day. I'll be live at 10:30, so I'll see you a little bit later on for JMA Friday for this week. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.